So let's take it back into practice for a minute. Let's take a couple deep breaths. We have a closing kind of piece to our service on our Sunday services called blessings and prayers. That is from whatever tradition you are in, whatever word. If prayers is not a word that works for you, or blessings, it's good vibes, or it's thoughts, or it's witnessing, whatever makes it useful for you. What I'm going to invite us into is about a 3.5 minute practice. It's a video that I and a familiar furry face that you might notice on this video that was taken aboard the train. And I'm going to invite us into it through silent witnessing with some instructions on the screen. And then just watching the train ride, watching the train pass by for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes in the video, and just noticing what comes up in your body and seeing if you can apply the beautiful practice that Adriana offered us today, to notice what's going on, to acknowledge it, to have some curious inquiry around it. Okay. So I'm going to ask Phil to open the chat because we're going to need that for our practice. And I'm going to ask Phil to go ahead and play the video. And I'll see you all to unpack it a little bit after the video's over. Taking a deep breath. Noticing how you're feeling in your body. Wondering if perhaps if you live near train crossings, this might be a practice that you'd like to adopt. If you're stuck at one, turning off your radio, just breathing and acknowledging some of what happens around us and we don't always see. Right before we read our closing prayer, I'd like to read you another helpful inspiration quote that Adriana shared with me this month. It's from a Buddhist teacher, Kate Johnson, in her book, Radical Friendship. When we feel like our world is too much for us to handle, we can plug into a force that is powerful enough to meet the challenges before us. All we need is a method for tapping in. It may be a visualization, a song, a prayer, a chant, or some combination of the above, and I'll add a video of a train. It may mean actually going there, to wade in the water, to lay on the earth, to lean against the mountain, or to gaze at the clouds passing through the sky. When we put our bodies in a position to feel held, to feel supported, to feel illuminated by something bigger than us, we can sense learn from these qualities. We can absorb and embody them. Friends, I hope that this community helps you feel held and supported by something bigger than yourself. Whether it's a force, or I might say the force, whether it's this group, whether it's a manifestation of the divine, of which Swami Chidananda spoke so beautifully to today, whether it's your social media friends, John spoke to, the way of the community, whether it's your family, your friends, whoever it is, if it's divine or human, or if it's animal, I hope you feel held and supported by something bigger than yourself. You are not in this alone. And now, Phil, if you could bring up our final prayer slide, let's extend that support outward to all beings, all the beings in the chat, all the beings on our minds, all of those who have no one to call them by name or to envision their image or their memory. When we say these words, we say it together every morning. May all creatures everywhere be happy and free. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our life contribute to this happiness and this freedom for all. May it be so. Amen. So might it be. Any of the closing words you like to use.